Alright, so we got the combine out and we got the hopper all folded down and stuff, and I didn't really film that because it was a process in itself. And then we're gonna see if it fits in there. Like, not width-wise, but height-wise. It's either gonna be too tall or it's gonna be shorter. I don't know. We've been comparing it to the old 9610 over there, and there's so many different things about it. It's a hard one to guess, but yeah, we're gonna see if it fits height-wise into the pole shed. It's gonna be a tight one. Oh boy.
We got a couple bounce dryer sheets that we're gonna put in the cab, so
don't get mice in there, because it smells good in there and it's never had mice in it, so we don't want mice in it, because 9610 did, and it stinks in there and it smells good in there. All right, so we got the Rumblebee here, and we're just gonna give her a little bath. She's dirty and hasn't gotten a bath in a while, so we're gonna give her the proper treatment she needs, and we might even put in the new shocks. I don't know, put in the new shocks. If we do that, we'll probably put in the shift linkage for their 4-wheel drive. But let's get the pressure washer fired up and get her clean. All right, we got the Rumblebee here, and she's all washed up and looking pretty. So now we got the doors open right there, and we're gonna hop in her and drive her in and get the shocks on and shift linkage, and gotta do an oil change on it next week. We would do it today, but we don't have an oil filter. So yeah, she's looking pretty. All right, we got the Rumblebee here, and one day I went home and got out of the pickup, and I smelled like grinder sparks. So I walked back here, and this rotor, red hot. So we got 2 new rotors, 2 new calipers, and a new set of pads and brake lines, because you never know. So yeah, we're gonna do this side first and then go over to the other side and do that one. So let's get this tire off and get everything off of there. All right, so you got her Milwaukee here, 70 socket. Perfect. Took a little bit of persuasion. And the nice part about these is it's just a solid nut. There's no nut cover or anything over it, which is really nice for making it come off the socket easy, but hey, it happens. So this is the last lug nut, and of course this had to be the one that was stripped out. So we're gonna have to see if we can get new ones, or I don't know. Don't know what's gonna happen, but anyway, take the tire off. This is really hard with one hand because I broke my finger. Huh. Neat. So as you can see, them rotors are pretty well toast. I mean, the pads, them pads they don't look horrible, but after this whole thing being scorched, this rotor's got some bluing in it. So let's. Okay, so what we're first gonna do is see this bolt right here. We're gonna there's one on the top and then another one on the bottom. So we're gonna grab a socket, or probably a wrench, I don't know. Grab one of them that fits that. We'll take the top and bottom one out, and this whole caliper should slide off. And then we gotta take the rotor off, and then the old brake lines off. Put the new pads and calipers on here. Put the rotor on. Put tire back on. Doesn't sound that hard, but you never know. It could be easy, could be not. All right, 13/16 wrench on here. Let's grab the wrench extender. See, most people, they just lock the open end and the close end wrench together, but we got this fancy Nancy handy dandy tool. There. Wait, hold on. There. That broke her loose. All you need is your nice, fancy, handy dandy, smancy fancy tool. Get this one off and we'll get the bottom one off and take the caliper off. Alright, so you got the caliper off and now we're just gonna knock this rotor off real quick and then it's their time. Well, since we have new rotors, I'm just gonna do something that you should not do to old rotors if you're gonna reuse them. And these ones do not have a hole where you can screw a bolt into and push it off your hub, so you just gotta knock the rust off. Well, I'm gonna get this rotor off. Alright, so the reason that rotor wasn't coming off is getting stuck on the park braking shoes. So, yeah. I think it was time. Alright, let's go eat dinner. Alright, just got back out here from dinner and we're gonna take that bolt out right there to get our brake line off. And then, well, I don't know, I think I'll put the new rotor on first. Well, I don't even need to take that bolt out. I can just do it right down there. So, yeah. Alright, so we got the new rotor, caliper, and pads, and yeah, got that all on, got the caliper tightened down, and just about to hook the old brake line on. We were gonna put new ones on there, but I couldn't get the old one off. It was so rusted on there. So yeah. Alright, we got the brake line hooked up, and now we're gonna come up here and take the top off of the brake fluid reservoir, and then we can go bleed those and then watch our brake fluid level up here. So gotta wait for Papa to get back in from splitting wood and then get that done. Well, instead of bleeding them right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the other side done first, and we'll just bleed. Well, no, I'll do the other side and then Papa comes in. We'll bleed this side out and then finish the other side and then bleed that and go take her for a spin and then let her warm up and then drop the oil.